Hey y'all, thanks for joining me. Really excited to show everybody this. What you're looking at here is my Leader 120, renamed as you saw in the thumbnail, just because things are kind of turned around on it. Just a quick side note, I was sick of smashing that front end right there into things because I like to crash a lot. So I was kind of inspired. There was this post by Joshua Bardwell. It was a link to the Rex frame, and they had the camera in the back. So while I was doing some maintenance on this, checking the camera, I ended up replacing the lens. I figured, hey, why not try putting that back there? So here's an up close look at it, guys. I went back and basically revamped this whole thing. I untwisted those wires. They always looked kind of messy that way. While I had everything off, I untwisted it and got some heat shrink on there and cleaned everything up. Looking pretty clean, the install there. So basically here, just to go over what happened. Get this camera focused here. There's that canopy. Now I make that out of this composite plastic stuff that I just cut, and it took a little while to get the shape right. And basically, see if you can see the camera protrudes just a little bit without it up there. So I figured I needed something to block from impact. So if I do impact, it's gonna protect the camera a little bit. And it's mounted where the old standoff was, and also down there to the TPU standoff there. So it came out like that. Had no idea what shape it would be and how it would turn out. If you're wondering what that is right there, I actually broke this side plate right in the middle of that. There's a this is a piece of plastic from an old servo arm extension thing. I just drilled out the plastic because I know this is pretty durable stuff. Popped in some CA glue and joined the two pieces together, and it's pretty strong. I mean, it doesn't move. But yeah, that's how she looks, guys. Oh, let me get you the back view here. Come on, camera. There we go. So everything is tucked in pretty tight back here. I am running an RX2A, and it's just sitting there. I have no heat shrink on it or anything right now. The VTX antenna is pretty secured on this back of this frame here, and it's pretty much simple to use the existing holes that were already there from that standoff. The AIO camera, you can't really see it now, was screwed in way under there. See that hole? So yeah, if anybody wanted to do this, even with the AIO, they could probably just move it right up there. So real quick though, just to tell you guys what I did to get it to this state is you basically just move the camera to the back and face it backwards. But when you do that, you're basically turning the whole thing 180 degrees. So the camera was up there before already, which means the orientation of that flight controller and all the motors soldered onto the ESCs was facing that way. So basically just took the unscrewed the motors and unmounted the ESC and flight controller, lifted it up and turned it 180 degrees, and then mounted the camera in the back, and that's pretty much all I had to do. I mean, it took me longer because I wanted to clean everything up, and getting this canopy somewhat right is this is a one-off, guys, and I don't have another one, so this would be like my prototype canopy. Pretty sure it could be made in TPU, but TPU, I don't know if it can be printed that thin, and this is kind of like the lowest profile I could get it. And yeah, so by the way, I haven't flown this yet, and I'm gonna fly it, so I'm dying to fly it. Just things to do, and I haven't gotten the chance, but if you can see, you're gonna be flying this way just like normal, you know, depending on how fast you fly. And I already did look through the goggles, and it looks great. You can see the edges of this motor and this motor, but at the very bottom left and right of your screen in your goggles, and it looks very cool. It's a whole different perspective, and I'm really excited to try it out. Just let me give you guys a close look at everything. If you look closely, you'll probably find little bits of grass. Just so if you wanted to do it, this is what I came up with. There's not many quads that I've seen, especially micros, with that style. The idea, I got it from that Rex frame. It's a great looking frame, $120, and it looks so fast, and it looks like it's built like a tank. But I checked the price on it; it was like $120. That's a 5-inch though, you know. That's a serious racing machine. So, but not something I'm ready for or could even really afford at the moment. So I'm gonna stick to these little guys and what I have. But I do have a new build coming. Excited to do that too. Just waiting for it to get here, and we'll get that going. But for now, I want to get this guy in the air. So I will be back, guys. Hopefully I don't break it out there. We'll see, give you guys the FPV view, and you'll get to see how it flies like this. Alright, hope you guys enjoyed that little view there, and it's not that hard to do if you wanted to try it yourself. And I'll be back after we get out there and fly this thing.